Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our city council meeting will be starting in approximately 1 minute. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our city council meeting will be starting in approximately 1 minute.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. City Clerk Vecchio, please call the roll.
Mayor McClellan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Redner.
Here.
Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Rich.
Here.
Councilmember Weiss. Here.
Okay, we have quorum. Everyone's here. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The agenda stands approved. Item 5 is the consent agenda. These are routine items presented without discussion as a single item, but any council member can ask for one to be discussed. A, regular council meeting minutes of February 18th, 2019, Zoning Board of Appeals minutes of November 27th, 2018, Retirement Board meeting minutes of October 22nd, 2018, Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission meeting minutes of December 13th and January 10th, Library Board meeting minutes of December 18th and January 15th, Recycling and Environmental Conservation Commission meeting minutes of December 20th, request to reschedule the regularly scheduled Recycle and Environmental Conservation Commission meeting minute of April 18th to April 17th at 6 p.m. in the Community Center. H, request to cancel the regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting of March 11th due to lack of business. I, licenses, new and renewals submitted for March 4th, 2019. Need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. We have a special visitor we'd like to welcome, Menachem Hoida, who is the Oak Park Schools Board President.
Thank you, Mayor McClellan and council members.
Is that on? Is that green?
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you, Mayor McClellan and council members. And it is an honor to be here today and on behalf of the Oak Park School District and my colleagues on the school board. And I also wanted to mention 2 new board members that were elected in November and took their seats in January. We have Crystal Bailey and Trustee Dawn Corcoran, who have both joined the Oak Park School Board, and we're very excited to have them both. I came tonight to talk a little bit about our upcoming non-homestead millage renewal, which is going to be on the ballot May the 5th. This is a renewal of the 18 mills that are levied on non-homestead properties. And so what that means is that for homeowners in Oak Park, for people who are living in their primary residences, those are not taxed under this millage. It's a tax that only is assessed on business properties, rental properties, anything that's not a primary residence. It's a renewal, so it's a tax that has been in place that is being renewed. And this is a statewide, a tax that is assessed in all school districts in the state of Michigan, but each school district has to pass it through their voters and renew it on a regular basis. So we are going through that now. It's a very important tax for our district because the state, in its budgeting, always assumes that every district collects all 18 mills of those taxes. And so the funding is based on the assumption that those taxes have been assessed. And so if that was not renewed, that would be a significant loss to the district of funds that are already accounted for in the budget in the state of Michigan for every school district in the state of Michigan. So that will be on the ballot May the 5th. Residents can certainly contact the school district, go to our website, oakparkschools.org, to find out more information. And of course, with the passage in November of Proposal 3, any resident that would like to apply for an absentee ballot can contact the city clerk to get an absentee ballot, so if that is easier for folks to vote as well.
And this was for any reason at this point, is that correct?
For any reason.
So
That's what the voters approved in November, yes.
voters approved, doesn't have to be you're out of town or over 60 or anything like that. If you choose to vote absentee, you may.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We will put a blurb on this in the mayor's message.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I'd just like to clarify, the election is actually May 7th. I believe you said May 5th. It's Tuesday, May 7th.
Thank you.
Just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice catch. Yes. Crystal Bailey, welcome.
Don't even take your coat off.
Good
You're
evening.
You're going to have to make a speech right now.
Yeah, right. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Crystal Bailey, trustee of Oak Park School Board. Happy to be here. Is that
Thank you.
it?
It's a great
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Welcome, and thank you for taking this on.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Next on the agenda is item 11. (11A). We need approval for payment of invoices submitted by Garen Lukow Miller, PC, for legal services in the total amount of $19,542.51.
So moved.
Moved and supported. Discussion or questions? Is this a higher amount than normal?
Good evening, Madam Mayor. If I may just go through and explain, because there are quite a few on the list for payment this evening. The total amount includes the monthly retainer for city attorney services, and then it also includes a few other separate matters that are pending litigation that are not covered by insurance, but that are required to be paid directly by the city. And just briefly, looking at those invoices, the Polk versus City of Oak Park case deals with the historic rain event back in 2014 and the basement flooding. The Kish Bannon versus City of Oak Park is our water sewer rate case class action matter that was recently settled. We have Schiffman versus Oak Park, which was a proposed class action challenging changes to retiree health care that was just resolved at the last meeting. I'm sorry, 2 meetings ago. The Oak Park Crown Point versus City of Oak Park is actually a property owner who has filed an appeal to the Court of Appeals. We were successful in the Michigan Tax Tribunal level, and so they're now appealing that decision. And likewise, the Pergament versus City of Oak Park is also a tax tribunal matter that's now been filed with the Court of Appeals by the property owner.
Thank you so
And
much.
the total amount is all of those bills together.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. Any questions on this item? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Motion carried. Please take a look at item 12A. 12A, this is a request to award the bid for the 2018-19 Water Main Replacement Project, M675, to Macomb Pipeline and Utilities Company of Sterling Heights for the total amount of $534,592. Is there a motion to award the bid?
So moved.
Second?
Good. Motion by Weiss, a second by Burns. Can we have Assistant City Manager Kevin Yee come on up?
Good evening. So, I assume I'm going to give a summary?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. So what we did here on this project is we have a water main replacement project that we have budgeted. And while we were doing our sewer cleaning and televising program, we found 5 areas where we had deficiencies in our sewer. We seeked bids to just do those repairs, and they came in extremely high. So we decided to add them to the water main project, where we're going to have an excavation contractor out anyway doing the water main project, and they could come out and do the repairs. It did work out very well. The prices came in much lower than we'd received when we seeked out just the 5 sewer repairs. Wow. So I could see where it'd be a little confusing. We had $500,000 budgeted for the water main. The bids came in, and the bids came in at $534,592. About $51,496 of that was sewer work, not the water project. So the water main is under budget, and we're recommending that we award the contract for this project in the total amounts of $534,592.
And this is the 2.5 blocks.
Correct. It's shown on the map. There's like two.
That are
correct.
shown
There's
on
about
the
2.5
map,
blocks of water main.
On Kenosha Avenue, south of 10, and a little bit of Northfield. And my question was, how did you pick this street? And if you would just repeat your answer, that would be helpful.
Yes, absolutely. So when we're reviewing the budget every year, we take a look at where our water main history is. We have our water main history mapped out, our water main break history mapped out, and we look for areas where we have had several water main breaks on one stretch of water main. This particular area, we've had several, so we look to replace those water mains as they start aging and causing problems. So some water mains, for whatever reason, may have been in the ground longer, but they're not causing us any problems. There's no water main breaks, and they seem to operate fine, and then other ones cause problems. This is one that we've had several breaks in, and we've prioritized it to replace.
Any questions? Yes.
I noticed that the 2 lowest bidders were extremely close in their price. Was there a particular reason why Macomb Pipeline and Utility Company was chosen?
Well, they were the actual low bidder, and we have used both of the low bidder and the second low bidder several times. Both of them are good companies. One just happened to be on a very large project, just a couple $100 lower.
Yeah.
So we'd have no reason to disqualify that.
Councilmember Burns.
Yeah, I have a comment, not a question, but what pleases me about this is we have the bids are not so far off skew between the bidders as they have been in the past, and we have quite a few companies that even submitted a bid. So that tells me we're doing something better, and it was written up really well. So,
yes, we did have a lot of bidders on this project,
Yeah.
and lately it's been a kind of a crapshoot in that
Exactly.
arena. We've had sometimes where we get one, and in this instance we had several. So
Yeah.
it is good. We like a lot of bidders as well.
yeah. Okay, that was it.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Mayor McCullen.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ragnar.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
This brings us to the city manager portion. City Manager Tungate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council. I wanted to just share, I don't know if we have a graphic to put up as well. I'm thinking no, but I wanted to make sure that all of you were aware of the city budget calendar and the schedule. And I'd like to add that the internal part of the budget process will continue, has already begun, and is going to continue now until the middle of April. The public portion of the budget process will begin in the middle of April, and obviously will go throughout the third Monday of May, where hopefully we can agree on a budget as I've recommended it after we've had public input and move forward. One more thing is that everybody also knows that we do 3-year budgets here and our capital improvement plan as well. So we have no reason to believe at this point that we will not have a balanced budget as we've had for the last several years, and our priorities will be outlined and set forth therein. So wanted to make sure you had a copy of this, and we'll be scheduling those sessions with you very soon.
And this will be on the website, these dates?
The public dates will be posted. So we've given a range of dates that those meetings, those public meetings can take place, and those meetings will have to be posted just like any public meeting is posted with City Council.
Okay.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
The review sessions that we're gonna have, there's date ranges. That's what you mean. So we don't know which dates it's gonna be at.
That's correct.
Okay. Because I know I'm gonna be out of town for at least one of those days for Passover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if I could, Madam Mayor, it would be my hope that we could pick amicable dates that all of you could be available. And again, that's why we wanted to give a range, and we'll notice those dates accordingly.
Okay, thank you.
4/18, okay. All right, thank you. I know it's a short report on the budget, but it's a lot of work.
Madam Mayor, members of council, that completes the city manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Excellent. We're at the call to the audience time. We'd love to hear from you. Please give us your name and address for the record. You may bring your address up here if you'd rather not have it broadcast. Nothing. Quiet. Everybody's happy. All right. Call to the council. Mayor Pro Tem Radner, I see your mom is here.
How'd you know?
Yeah, how did you know? How could anybody know whose mother that
Well,
is?
I noticed their shirt said, Mother of Mayor Pro Tem Radner, in
That-
large white letters on a black T-shirt.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll give it away every time. Well, I guess now, other than recognizing my mother, I'll just say good night, everybody.
Thank you. Councilmember Burns.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming out.
Councilmember Weiss.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to let everybody know that this coming Sunday at 2 o'clock, concert series continues at the library. This week will be Matthew Ball, the Boogie Woogie Kid. So exciting family concert opportunity this Sunday at 2 o'clock at the library. It is also daylight savings, so just remember that to set your clock back, unfortunately. Also, I had the opportunity this past week to attend the Multi-Community Planning Grant open house that was held, the meeting that was held in Oak Park. There were 3 held at Oak Park, Berkeley, and Huntington Woods. And this is in regard to this Multi-Community Planning Grant opportunity with the cities of Oak Park, Huntington Woods, and Berkeley to redevelop 11 Mile and Coolidge. I did discuss with Kim Maroney, our Economic Development Director, that if you were not able to attend that meeting and you want more information or to give public input, she's going to, on Wednesday, put some information up on the website, on the homepage. So if you go up to the homepage on Wednesday or later, there'll be more information on that grant. And if you want to give public input or get more information, you can reach out that way. Thank you and have a good evening.
Excellent. Councilmember Rich.
It's 7:16. This might be a record, Madam Mayor. Good night.
I was out of town visiting the cutest grandchildren in Bend, Oregon, and I would like to report that the city hummed along beautifully in my absence. There being no further business to come before this council, this meeting is adjourned.
let me know, hon. Oh, well. Lisa, just let me know.
Okay. We'll be reaching out soon.
Okay.